What's going on, guys? Back again with another review and unboxing. Today we're going to take a close look at the newest Yeezy 350 V2 release. This is the Sesame colourway that just came out on Friday the 23rd of November. Managed to pick these up at retail for £179. Obviously going into the shoe, it was one of the most hyped colourways for the 350s, definitely in 2018 anyway. So yeah, let's have a look inside, see what the hype's about, and we'll go from there. So typically, obviously, you get the Yeezy cardboard packaging with the 350 on top with the Boost on the side. Other looks on the box, very similar to before, but moving into the inner side of the box. So yeah, managed to pick these up off JD, hence why there's a little JD bag that they've obviously thrown in there as well. But you've got this typical brown paper packaging to cover up the shoe on the inside. And obviously there you have the shoe. Let's give you guys a quick look at that. But yeah, obviously going into it, everyone was talking about this clean look that they've got to the shoe. Obviously a lot of similarities to the Oxford Tan, the original Yeezys that came out. Not quite sure if you know what those look like, but I'll put a picture on the screen now so you can just have a look and compare the two and make any opinions yourselves. But obviously the actual shoe itself, so you've got the prime knit on the top in this kind of beige grey colour. Obviously they've named Sesame, but to me it's more of a kind of a beige grey colour. Obviously depending on the light, if you're outside it may look a lot lighter, but obviously on the inside it does look quite grey. But yeah, you don't have this the typical stripe that usually are on the 350s. Obviously, as you can see, the zebras back there does have this white line. It is still quite noticeable in terms of the different material, but it's not in a different colour. It doesn't stand out. And obviously for this one as well, they have scrapped the Supply 350 writing on the side. So it does give this shoe the kind of a cleaner overall look that I think people were looking for. So yeah, moving on to the inside of the shoe, obviously the colourway does continue in there, this grey beige colour, sticking with that theme on the soles and also the fabrics on the inside. Obviously, as you can see there, the eye holes for the laces, they've continued that with the fabric, this grey colour. It's quite a suede feel, feels quite nice to hand as well, with obviously the traditional Adidas Yeezy logo, as you can see there on the actual sole of the shoe, with the signature free stripe Adidas logo on the back, which is, you know, it's very prominent in all of the Yeezy 350s. But yeah, overall very similar to what you'd find on other 350 variants on the inside. Moving on to the sole of the shoe, you do have the typical kind of gum sole that's quite famous amongst the 350s that you do find on the other models as well. One thing that I've noticed, obviously, they have reverted back to this orange stripe that carries on through the back. Obviously, you see it on the bottom there, obviously that being kind of the main bottom of the sole, and then they've carried it on up throughout. The reason why I've said they've reverted back to this is because on the 350 Zebras that you can see in the back there that they just released, they decided to scrap this kind of orange on the back and just stick with one colour throughout the entire sole of the shoe. But yeah, having a look at the rest of the base of the shoe, as you can see, you've got the exposed Boost kind of fabric material there. You've got the triangle at the back with more of the exposed kind of rectangles towards the front of the shoe. But yeah, again, you have kind of the iconic Boost logo there that's embossed into the base and heel of the shoe, which again, you know, it's pretty standard amongst most 350s. Again, with these that I always advise for all the 350 Yeezys, I decided to go half size up. The prime knit is quite tight, it's got a very snug fit, especially towards the toe of the shoe, so I always advise definitely going up at least half a size. I've got quite a wide foot, so I would always suggest going a bigger size. Definitely not true to size, but as I mentioned, I have done a video on that, so that's worth checking out if you're interested in sizing. So overall then, I think the colour is very clean. I think Adidas and Yeezy have done obviously a very good job of the colourway. Going into it, as I mentioned, they were quite well hyped, and I think it does live up to the hype. I think it'll go with a lot more outfits. Obviously the shoe is a lot more subtle, you know, ditching the stripe and the Supply 350 text on the side as well. You know, I think it'll go with a lot more things. I don't think you need to really think too much about your outfit when you are wearing these. Obviously with your zebras and your blue tints and whatnot, you know, obviously you do need to kind of think a lot more into it, but with these, I think you can throw these on with anything. So I do think they've done a very good job. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. What do you think about the Sesames? Did you actually manage to get a pair yourself? Are they worth buying? In regards to resale, these, you know, they're going for pretty much retail, if I'm honest. You can pick these up for about £190–200 on various sites now. So if you didn't manage to pick them up on release day, definitely go ahead and you know, find somewhere where you can buy them. If you look on StockX, I'm sure you'll be able to grab a pair very easily on there. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. If you are wondering about how I actually managed to get my hand on the Yeezys, and if you're wondering about sizing, I have done a previous video that I uploaded just before this one, so that's worth checking out. But yeah, let me know your overall thoughts down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and leave it a like. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be back soon.